What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Fresh Let's Vibe. I go by the name of Sheiks, and on this episode, we brought out the homie, Drew Singer. Thank you so much for being here today. I have to say, we did some schedule changes, but thank you for cooperating, and I was cooperating. Everything worked out perfect. So yeah, usually in the beginning, I like to tell my our viewers who you are a little bit. Let them know where are you from originally and all of that.
Nah. I'm just kidding. What's up, y'all? My name is Drew Singer. I was originally born Oakland, California.
Hey.
Yeah, Yay area. So, and
so you are a Raiders fan.
I am a Raiders fan.
For sure.
Yeah. I went to visit a few times growing up, but Hawaii's been my home. I could say I lived all around the island of this island of Hawaii. So some of the places, Kalihi, Wahiawa, Waianae. So I've been to a lot of places,
Nice.
Because I grew up in foster care. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's something I've been through before too.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah. I wanted to kind of, get into, how did you, get into music?
Through my Hanai brother, Hat. He goes by the Hat. Music with him. Growing up, he did music. He taught me the ways of producing and stuff like that. And then I got into church, singing, playing drums. I've been playing drums since I was 4. But yeah, that's how I got into music, with him and church.
Okay. And I know that I noticed you do dancing as well. How long have you been dancing?
I like to say 7, 8 years old.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a long time.
So, and you're teaching as well now?
I do. I'm an instructor at Hyper Squad Dance Company, as well as the Playground Studios. So
When are you usually teaching?
Hyper Squad I teach at Tuesdays, 6:30, and then the Playground on Wednesdays at 6:15.
Nice. How do you keep that all balanced? Music, teaching, dancing,
Well, it goes hand in hand, Without dancing, you need music.
Yeah, you need music.
Without
right.
music, you can't move, So I usually work around my work schedule. So as long as I got that cleared and got that handled, everything's cool.
So I noticed in your album, when I was watching, your videos on Instagram, I noticed you kind of talked about your album Love Cycle.
Yeah.
Love Cycle, you talk about how kind of everybody just goes through it all the time.
Yeah.
And all of that. So how'd you come up with that concept? Is it personal? Very
Half of it has to do with personal, half of it has to do with, just reaching out to people and asking them about their love life,
Right.
So, but the journey took, I would like to say, 4 years in the making. About 4 years. I was with someone at the time being, and then, it was going good at one point, and then afterwards, that breakup scene, and then, finding to come back together, and then it ended up not working. But it wasn't titled Love Cycle at first.
Really? What was it?
Yeah, it was titled Lover's Diary. Basically, it was my life. The first part of the stage, it was strictly about me and the person I was with at the time.
Right.
So, Lover's Diaries were everything good, everything bad. I actually just wrote it down, so that's why I titled it Lover's Diary. For the first time I met this one person until doors closed for that. And then fast forwarding, I've been doing music with other people. I've been being featured on a lot of people on this island, and people be asking me, hey, when you gonna do something of your own? So I was like, I got something cooked up, but it was just all talk. I never done anything on my own until like about a year and a half ago. That's where I took it a little bit more serious to do something for myself. I actually went back to the drawing board. I scratched the whole Lover's Diary because I was with someone else.
Right.
And so I retitled it Love Cycle and reflect on it. Pondered a long time, and I wanted to get insight of other people on how their relationship is, and I titled it Love Cycle because everything in this world has to do surrounding love, whether it's good or bad, you know. And again, it starts from one point and then it goes to another point. Basically like marriage, you know. If you meet someone, you start at one point, and then you go leading up to marriage. Hopefully you guys stay forever, you know. And then if not, then you repeat that whole cycle again. So that's how I came up with that.
Your music video, Crave, that was highly anticipated for me because when we first heard that song in the studio, I was like, this is a hit. That song is really, really good. Especially that quote, I crave a love so deep, the ocean would be jealous. Yeah, I like what you did with that. So the concept, I really like the whole, you're bumping into the girl and you're just kind of like, wait a minute, is she stalking me or is what's going on here? How did you come up with that concept?
I don't know, I kind of wanted it to be different. And I kind of used the lines out of the song too as well. You know, I'm out here doing whatever I gotta do and I crave a love, you know, and I'm out here looking when sometimes love can be right underneath, you know. You know, so that's how I wanted the music video to be, where I find this girl and I say hi, whatever, and not knowing that, you know, hey, that girl can be my potential love, but I'm just so blind and I'm just doing whatever I have to do. But at the same time, I'm still craving for what I'm searching for. You know, and I'm not looking at the signs and it's right in my face like, hello, that girl's been everywhere you've been at, you know, why don't you take that, you know? So
say hi.
And that's how I came up with that whole idea. It started off that way, and then by the ending of the video, I realized, you know, hey, I should have listened to the signs more, you know, and so that's how that came.
And who filmed the video?
Tay Media.
Okay, gotta look him up.
All the ocean in the world will be jealous. All the ocean in the world will be jealous. And when I find a special love, they'll be jealous.
I also wanted to ask, I noticed your album wasn't on SoundCloud. Some artists use SoundCloud, but you're one of the very few that doesn't use it at all. Why is that?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know really how SoundCloud works. And you know, it's weird that I've been doing music for a long time, and now I'm at the stage of managing my own stuff. You know, so eventually I'll get on SoundCloud, but at this stage I'm just trying to get to where let all the other things that I'm working with go first.
I thought there was like a specific reason why.
No, there's no reason.
SoundCloud.
Yeah, I could have went on SoundCloud, but I didn't do it because I don't know much about SoundCloud or how to get started.
Some people like to say it's too easy, that's why they're just like, no.
And that's kind of true, but you know, you got to do whatever that's best works for you. You know? So some people, SoundCloud is best for them. You know.
So a lot of people worked on this album with you. You have some features, and then you also worked. The whole album was with DJ Anarchy, right?
DJ Anarchy and Poppy Fix.
Yes. Silky. I was gonna ask, did you work with them before?
Figs, yes. Jules is the first time with him, but we both went to Kamaki and I met him. But not only that, we used to intern for Power 143, so we've been very close. But Figs, I worked with him a while back. You know, as I said, I've been featured on a lot of tracks. And, I haven't done anything with him to put out, so this is actually the first. I remember I was in the studio when you guys recorded I'm Sure Of. You guys were recording that, and I noticed how coachable you are. That's a huge takeaway that I seen from that experience when I was in the studio with you guys. You were very open to different type of, you know, changes and tones in your voice. Was that hard to do at the very beginning? I mean, I know you've been doing music for a while, but how is that, taking some advice from people in the studio? Advice is always good. Feedbacks is always good. You don't want to isolate yourself from other people and the way they do things. You always want to take it in, observe it, and then, you know, run with it. It's best for that artist or whoever I'm working with to be creative in their own world. You know, and then if it fits with it, you know, you just, hey, why don't you try it this way, and you try it, and if it doesn't fit, then you just go back to square one. But I'm always open how artists or the producers, whoever I'm working with, if they have a vision that they want to try or do, I'm always open to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then it makes the masterpiece way better that way.
Okay. I wanted to talk about a little bit more about your collaborations. How did you first hear about the other artists that were on the
I have Joey Straight Up, I have Coins, and I've also have Triple O's on there. Joey Straight Up, I actually knew him as Joey R.
Yeah.
Working with Bryson G and Byron and Michael Banks.
Right.
So that's how I heard about him, because I actually wrote a few songs for Bryson G off of his first album, and that's how I heard of him. Coins been working. He's been working with everyone, and I actually got a chance to meet with him about, I would like to say 4 or 5 years ago, and I always had him like in the back of my mind to work with, but never had the opportunity to do so until this year. Timing is everything, you know. And Triple O's, he's with Gothos, and he's close with my brother Big Hap. So the sound that the way he raps, that southern kind of rap, I always was intrigued by that. Not only him, but Jim Hurdle too as well. They both had similar sounds.
Yeah.
And that's how that came about. So that's how I chose those three.
Another thing from your album, what is one of the takeaways that you have from this whole process of making your album?
Takeaway, what do you mean by that?
Like a positive takeaway, something that you probably learned, like maybe time management or something like that.
I'll keep it out with timing is everything. Like I said, it took me about 4 years to do it. So
you can't force anything.
You can't force anything, and timing was everything for this project. I waited years and years for it to make sure it was right. I rewrote songs in order to fit on this EP. So I would like to say timing is the best thing for it.
Yeah, that's true. Timing is everything, can't force and all of that. What is something that another artist can take away from you based off of your past experiences that you got that got you here today?
I'm kind of like a hands-on guy. Like I do dancing, I do singing, I do a little bit of acting, and I really enjoy all of it. And I want to pursue that as my career. So if you have a career that you really like, or you have something that you really do, and maybe it's a hobby, and you're kind of afraid instead of being in the limelight, just go for it, reach for it. You never know what could happen or where it could take you.
Right. So since your album was all about love, what is a relationship advice that you could give based off of your experiences?
What a topic.
You had like a lot to say in album, but
there's so much.
A lot of people
especially
say, communication and all of that.
Communication is the key to everything. I would like to say that. Just be communicative with your loved one, with your spouse, because they might feed off of your energy, what you're going through, but if you don't say anything, then they're just going to take it the wrong way, so communication is key. The number one thing for me, actually, because I have actually experienced that, and I'm not that talkative.
Okay.
I'm shy a little bit, but I can get a little wild, but at the same time a little shy. And when it comes to relationship, I'm not too much communicative in that. That's one thing that I'm working on when it comes to that. So I like to say communication is key. Talk.
Where can people find you? On social media?
On social media, Facebook. My personal is DeAndre Paysinger, or my music is Drew Singer, or Instagram, Drew's That Guy, Twitter, that's pretty much it.
Apple Music, same thing? Drew?
Apple Music, iTunes.
All right, well, thank you so much for being here today. I really, really appreciate it, and sharing your art with us and a little piece of your mind with everybody. But until next time, thank you to our sponsor, Bake, Osna in the back over here with the headset, everybody here, and that's it. Until next time, see you guys later.
Peace, love, happiness.